Good evening and welcome to another World of Warships video with Darkwing Glacier. In this battle I take out my Tier 6 Commonwealth cruiser, the HMAS Perth, which is quickly turning out to be one of my favorite ships to play. It is like the Belfast's little brother. You know, it has smoke, the special smoke that moves along with you if you go along at a relatively slow speed. It has hydro. It has a spotting plane, which essentially takes the place of the Belfast's radar. It has decent HE. It has decent torpedoes, and it's a pretty fragile ship. But if played right, then you don't necessarily have to worry too much about being blown away by the enemy. So I kind of jumped right ahead in this battle because this is a standard battle, which means people tend to camp in their own bases, and I decided that I needed to be the scout for my team. So I started moving ahead quickly, and we're jumping into the battle soon as it develops. So far I have not yet been detected, but I'm ready to slow down and pop my smoke as soon as that happens. I'm kind of surprised that I haven't run into a destroyer yet, but then they only have one destroyer, and there he is on the western side of the map. He's a Farragut, so I'm probably safe from, well, I'm definitely safe from running into a destroyer over here, but it's likely that I'm going to run into an enemy cruiser soon. I've got a bunch of teammates going around where the decap usually is, you know, the 9-10 line, so they've isolated themselves from the battle, so I kind of slow down to half speed because I don't want to blunder into any enemy ships without any support. It looks like I'm detected. Turns out to be the Koenig, so I pop my smoke. I'm already ready. And shots out. Torpedoes away. These are mainly, I don't really expect to hit anything, but hopefully they'll keep them far enough away that I can continue dealing damage. So, turns out more than the Koenig, there's also a Buriani there. I start shooting at him since he's showing some broadside. I switch to AP, but not quickly enough because almost all those shots bounce. I'm gonna have to switch to HE pretty quickly. The Koenig isn't really looking at me. He's almost completely stationary. I might have led him a little bit too much there. Well, I still got a pair of hits, but he's going pretty slow, and his guns are not even aimed anywhere near me. He probably thinks that this smoke cloud over here is not enough to worry about since I can only nickel and dime him, although I do set him on fire. What I'm doing here, however, is classic Perth play. My spotter plane is up there. It's spotting for me, although I do have teammates that will be doing the spotting for me. I was able to drive the Buriani away, and now I can just coast along in my smoke and light up the Koenig. Or Koenig. Set up another fire. I already have 4 fires already. And the Koenig is starting to turn away. Or actually, he's now paying attention to my teammate, the Omaha, because he realizes he can't get me. My torpedoes are almost finished reloading. I still have 15 seconds left in my smoke. Okay, torpedoes are loaded again. This guy's probably going to go down before they even get that far, but can't be too cautious, so I might as well launch him anyway.
Smoke screen set.
Okay, my smoke screen is done, so I can wait for a few seconds before it dies out, and there it goes. But this Koenig is toast, and I get the kill from one of my fires, and I'm actually reversing now, which is kind of dangerous. One of the things about the British cruisers is that they accelerate really quickly from a dead stop, but they don't accelerate quickly if you're going in full reverse. So if you're going in full reverse and then you hit the gas, the ship isn't going to just rocket forward like it usually does from a dead stop. It has to actually nullify the reverse speed and then get back to 0 first, and that can take a long time. Long enough that it can get you killed if you're not ready for it. So I take a big hit there from a Fuso. Set him on fire. That's fire number 6. But hopefully now the Dunkirk My starboard quarter will be able to do some tanking for me, and the Omaha is ahead of me, taking the lead. Most of their fleet is way off to the west, surrounding our poor little Koenig, who's not going to last much longer. So, looking at the scoreboard, it doesn't look too good for us at this point. We're down 4 ships to 1. And there goes our Koenig, so we're down 5 to 1 now. Set another fire on this Fuso here. Our Omaha is doing pretty good, keeping him lit up, and he's also distracting the Fuso a bit, taking his attention away from me. But under Fuso's fire, the Omaha's not going to last very long. So this Fuso is definitely going to go down. He's got too much fire pouring into him. He's burning. And can I get the kill, or is this going to go to somebody else? He's down to 200 points, and yes, I get the kill. That's kill number 2. So my next smoke is going to be ready in about 16 seconds. And me and the Omaha are charging in towards the enemy cap. Now, they do have a Budiani in that area. And my Omaha is kind of being not as cautious as I would be. He's way too low on health. He really should kind of cede the lead to me. Because what's going to happen is that he's going to be spotted by the Budiani. Looks like he's already spotting the Budiani, and unwisely, I think, he fires at the Budiani, and he's already taking fire from the Glaçonnière, and he's showing broadside too, which is doubly worse. So he's not going to last long at all. This shot may take him out right now. And it almost does. He's got 260 health left. This is probably going to be the swan song for the Omaha. Yep, there he goes. But I haven't fired because I didn't think I was going to be able to take out one of these ships from this distance. It's more important that I get in the cap and I start capping it, and my smoke is ready so I can pop the smoke once I get in there. Even if I was firing it, I seriously doubt I was going to save the Omaha. He was too low on health and too much of a tempting target for these 2 enemy cruisers to pass up. So I'm about in the cap. So once I get in the cap, I don't have to necessarily pop my smoke right away. I can wait for them to come after me before I do that. And for whatever reason, both of them backed out of the smoke, so now I'm uncontested. Maybe they thought that the Omaha was the only ship over here. So I cut my speed down to 1/4, which means as soon as I'm detected, I can just light off my smoke and start firing. I'm not sure what the Budiani is doing. He might be going back to all ahead full and coming at me. The it's hard to pronounce that name, La Glaçonnière is probably, yep, looks like he's accelerating, coming this way. Things aren't quite so dire as they were before. We're down 6 ships to 4. Strangely, the La Glaçonnière is actually passing south of Yond. I thought he would just do a head-on charge into the cap circle. But we also do have this enemy Omaha who's heading this way. He's showing some broadside to our battleships over there, so maybe they can do some damage to him before he gets too close. I decided, I probably should launch torpedoes now, since there's a good chance that he could come into them. Alright, I'm about to be detected, so I pop my smoke. There go the torpedoes. And I begin firing at the Omaha. Yep, there's some shots from the battleship on him. Set another fire, that's fire number 8. And I'm edging forward so he can't, get a good bead on me. And he's burning. He is low on health. He's not going to last much longer. Do another 2,000 points of damage. Just one more broadside or 2 should do it. Looks like my torpedoes are going to miss, but that's okay. He's showing some broadside. He's got 496 health left. And that's kill number 3. Alright, the Budiana has come around the corner. He's coming after me. It looks like the Legolas in the air is also doing the same. And I gotta be careful. I gotta get this guy fast before he gets close enough to detect me, despite the fact that I'm in smoke. Still 30 seconds till my torpedoes reload. And I'm doing some serious damage to this guy with my HE. I think I'll probably be able to take him out before I get detected, or it'll be close. Shots out. And maybe the next one will do it. And now I'm detected and immediately go undetected as I get kill number 4. The Budiani might have launched torpedoes. My smoke is about to run out. But this French cruiser, I'm not going to try to say his name again, don't have to say much about him because I get the kill and that's Kraken Unleashed. So somehow we turned that around and now we have 5 ships left to their 3, so that's excellent news. And no one's paying attention to me, so even though I don't have any smoke, I'm still able to harass these guys. It says somebody's targeting me. Maybe that's the... Actually, I'm not sure who that is. Maybe the New Mexico? In any event, I think this was kind of classic or textbook Perth play. You hide in your smoke. You attack those enemy ships. There's no radar at tier 6, so they can't detect me unless it's with hydro or unless they get close enough to actually see me directly. That happened just for a fraction of a second against the Budiani, but I was able to take him out before he really got me, and now I'm just in harassment mode, just like any other light cruiser. Unfortunately, I was able to get a Kraken on this one. So we lose our Cleveland. We're down to 4 ships to 3, but still we have the points advantage. We've got them on the run. We just took out their Phoenix. Now they're down to 2 ships. And at this point it turns basically into a stern chase of their 2 battleships. And unfortunately I don't get any more kills in this battle. But this is kind of how it works with the Perth. It's when you expect to be detected, that's when you slow down, you hide in your smoke, you fire like crazy, you launch some torpedoes, and you can come away with a Kraken. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.